Hey guys, so wiring up a single pole light switch here for this closet. Just wanted to show you how to do this. I've got a hot wire and I've got a switch leg. It doesn't matter which is which. And I've got a ground wire. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my strippers here. And on these strippers you'll see these two little holes. Right there it says solid, there it says stranded. Those are to make loops. So you just slide your wire in them here, just like that. Let it stick out a little bit, like that. Then you'll bend it around, like that, and it makes a loop, just like that. And for the actual switch, what we're doing is called backstabbing. But you just mash that around like that and take a screwdriver and tighten it down. And as soon as I get that tightened down, I'll get back to you. Now once you get your ground wire on there, then you're going to strip your two hot legs. One's a hot, one's a switch leg, doesn't matter which. On the back of this, you can see there's a strip gauge. That little notch right there is how far you're supposed to strip your wire. So you can backstab. These two little holes here is for backstabbing, but you got to have number 14 wire. So that's what we've got here is number 14 wire. So we're going to backstab this one. Or you can bend a loop like we did on the ground, and you can hook it around them screws. Now something you want to keep in mind is you want to put your tail clockwise. That way when you tighten it down, it gets tighter instead of looser. So as I turned that screw, it tightened it up. Now I want to mention that I'm using a bit called, hang on, I'm using a bit called an EXC bit, and that is, it's like a square. Let me get some light on this thing. It's like a square with a flathead, so that works perfect for these outlets. And I'm using that in a Klein ratcheting screwdriver right here from Klein Tools. Holds all the bits in the bottom, so it's super handy. Comes with all kinds of bits, and it ratchets forward and back. But again, you can bend these wires around the screws, or you can backstab it. So we're going to backstab it. And in order to do that, you just strip it as far as the strip gauge shows. And then you take this wire right here, stick it in your hole, straighten it up, and then you just shove it in. Let's see if I can do this one-handed here. That's not the easiest thing in the world. Come on, get in there, you sucker. There you go. Shove it in and it won't pull out. Now if something happens and you overstripped it and you need to pull it out, you'll take a little bitty flathead and stick down in that notch and it'll let it come out. Otherwise, just leave it in there and that's good to go. Then you put your other one in the hole. You'll shove it down in there. Get in there. And you're good to go. Just put it up in the box and tighten it down, just like that. And if you want to, if you're afraid of this ground wire touching this hot screw, you can tighten these screws down. I bend my ground wire where it ain't nowhere near them, but you can tighten these screws down so they're not sticking out as far. It doesn't really matter. And then as you notice here, this box is a little bit inset in the wall, but the wings on this switch will grab the drywall right here and it'll hold it level. So I'll put it in here and show you what it looks like. Alright, so that's what our switch looks like. After it's installed in the wall, you want to make sure you get it good and level, and then tighten her down. And as you can see here, that thing ain't moving nowhere. It sticks out from the wall, so the cover will go on great. And now, as you notice, this wall is not painted, so how are we going to keep paint off this light switch? Well, I'm going to take a piece of this painter's tape right here, and I'm going to fold it up over the switch, and it'll look like that right there. That way you don't have to worry about getting paint on your switches, and you can do all this before the paint's done. So again, this is how to wire a light switch, and hopefully y'all enjoy this video. I'll put links to the strippers that I use. They're made for residential and Romex, and a link for the screwdriver in the description. Thank y'all. Have a great day.